When I was young, I enjoyed playing video games. And I think they helped me in technology because a video game, like your cell phone, like your smartphone, is an interface, it's a portal to interface with technology and to accomplish a goal and to learn how to digitally achieve a task. I would say that's probably the best way to do it. And nowadays, whether you work as a cashier, whether you work in maintenance, or whether you work in heavy engineering, no matter what your walk of life, you interface with technology to achieve a task, to document a task, etc. Good to see you, Andre. And I was searching on the trending topics to see what I was to brainstorm, to get inspired to think what I was going to talk about tonight. And I saw the top trending subjects were Minecraft. Minecraft is like a game that guys who get no pussy play. It's what it is. So let's be honest. It's I don't know, man. It's this game that is really like okie dokie, and the people I've seen online who like play the game, it's like they got no life. But when I was looking into the game, just the basics, it kind of reveals the meaning of life. If you Google Minecraft, what's the purpose of the game? The purpose of the game is to build, explore, and survive. We've been searching for the meaning of life, and the psychopaths who get no pussy found it. The meaning of life is to build, explore, and survive, at least at a general level. And you say, well, if they got the meaning of life, why are they stuck in their house not building, exploring, and surviving? Well, again, if they're playing video games into their 30s, 40s, 50s, they can't go out in the world, build, explore, and survive. So they virtually stay in their house and they build, explore, and survive. Yeah, guys, Minecraft is a supplemental life for people who can't live a real life. It's true. I just found this out, guys. I discovered the meaning of life. And I broke it down under 3 minutes. You say, well, hold up. I'm playing Minecraft. You say I have no life? Well, look, I played video games again, and I love them. I think they helped me in life, in my career, and just in life. But if you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, and you're not disabled, and you're still playing Minecraft all day or anything, even I like mainly sports games, I think you're regressing. I don't think you have a life. Now, if you're in your teens, 20s, whatever, then yeah, just keep doing you. That's part of, life and immaturity and just, but yeah, look, eventually you got to get out your house and you got to build, explore, and survive. Okay. Again, if you have a disability, again, if there's some type of major issue wrong with you, then that's great. But I think what we learned through the coronavirus and through the lockdowns is that life is not meant to be lived bunkered down. Now, there's extreme circumstances where you need to, or again, a pandemic, something happening, but that's not meant to be the way of life. You can't operate in that state of emergency. And I think some people have, gained so much weight with the coronavirus, they're never getting it back. I think some people, they went through some heartaches in their relationships. They're never going to look at their significant other the same way. But I think that's part of life, and I think you discover life, okay, when you can't live life, when you can't be distracted, okay? And for some people who don't want to get out of that quarantine mindset, look, it's a disgrace. You're hurting themselves because that's not life. But should they have the right to do that? Everyone has the right to do whatever they want. On this channel, I have the right to do what I want, okay? And tonight's message is the meaning of life is to build, explore, and survive. Now, when I say build, for me, I don't want to build a house per se. I don't like to work with my hands per se. But you could build a YouTube channel. You can build your health. You could build just a good routine. Good to see you, Adam. And you can explore whether you want to travel up the coast, whether you want to travel to Florida, whether you want to travel to LA, whether you want to travel to the Philippines, wherever you want to travel, okay, that's an individual thing. And all of us need to survive. But you don't survive by staying in isolation. You know, I don't know, man. I don't want to be the old guy that says, look, you got to stop playing video games. Because, again, I think video games are very valuable. I know they help me. And I would never tell a young person not to play video games. I would never take a phone away from a young person. Why? If they can't use their phone, if they don't know how to interface with technology, they ain't going to get a job. Because I don't care if you're a cashier, you're trading stocks, or you're working in engineering. If you don't know how to interface with technology, you're done. So if you're repairing cars, you got the diagnostics things, etc. Adam says, I beat all-time record today at work. Oh, did you? Your financial goals? Great for you. Remember, financial goals and goals in life start small. Dream big, start small. It's all about consistency. You're going to have ups and downs. And you want to track trends. And you want to be able to average out a certain amount you're making or a certain amount you're losing over the course of years, not days or months. But congratulations, Adam. I play a lot of sports games still when I absolutely free time, which isn't often. Yeah, I love sports games mainly when I played video games. I loved basketball first, football second, and then baseball. Now, as a 40-year-old man, do I play video games? No. I don't have Xbox. I don't have PlayStation. I think the last time I played video games was in my early 30s. And I would say that's about the time where you should start figuring out, what are you going to do with your life? Because do you want to build a life on Minecraft, or do you want to build a life of your own? It doesn't mean you should build a house, doesn't mean you should get married per se, but it does mean you should build your life. And my message tonight, okay, is for all those watching the top trending Minecraft videos, for all the probably just young males. I don't think there's any females playing Minecraft. There may be some butt ugly ones. But for everyone listening, a life is like, look, we're here, okay? And you kind of got to figure out, what am I going to do? I think if you're fair, you realize that doing nothing is the worst thing you can do. Staying in your house, staying unproductive is a disaster. Disaster. Okay. So you kind of got to figure out, what are you going to build? Where are you going to explore? And how are you going to survive? And that will pretty much give you the meaning of life. And you only figure that out by doing things. Okay, by getting out of your bubble, by getting out of your house, by getting out of your basement. And even some people with some light disabilities, I think, I'm not going to talk down to you. I think you can do some things too. Because what I found is, if you're watching this, if you've created profiles, you know damn well you're smart enough to figure out what you want to figure out. Okay? But, I think a lot of times people play that cat and mouse game too. Like, oh no, I don't know how to do nothing. But, like I always tell you, you want to know how who's really mentally challenged. Short someone change. And I always tell you, like, a psychopath will know if you shorted them 50 cents. Okay, and then all of a sudden they become Rain Man. Remember Rain Man? Oh, Livis Reed, we got a new member, Livis Reed. Welcome to the Yacht Club All Access Live Chat, where all the people that got blocked wish they can still come in, and you are the newest one. Now, maybe you're someone from back in the day that changed their profile, but I don't know. And I'm going to say, Livis Reed, welcome, and thank you for joining. Great to have you, man. Hal, what's up, brother? That's the only reason I use my Xbox. That's the last video console game I had, Xbox 360. He goes, that's the only reason I use my Xbox, is to save money, okay? Keep me from going out and spending money. I can only play for an hour at a time, especially during the beginning of the lockdown. Well, yeah, obviously we're at the end of the lockdown now. In the beginning of the lockdown, I agree. The end of the lockdown, I say get your ass out that house. You've been unemployed for 12 months. I don't think you should be playing any video games. I don't know how. It's like, for me, I don't know. Have you decided, are you going to accept the job in Walmart, or are you going to let the unemployment run all the way to the end? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like, I think that's going to be a point of contention because for me, I understand when we're in an emergency, but after 12 months, I'd take that job yesterday and I'm fucking doing something. I mean, because you're 37, I believe, so it's like at a certain point, you have to look down the road. Like, even if you make it to end unemployment, you want to start building your life, because you're still a young middle-aged man, and if someone gave you a great offer, to me, no Xbox, no nothing. Get your ass to work. Stop bullshitting. You're a smart guy. I asked you. I said, do you have a disability? You said, no. And I'll tell you right now, man, you got to go out there and get it. Now, I know you're probably going to hate me, but I don't think I could be your friend and sit here for the next 6 months and just say, how you doing? When I know damn well you should take this fucking job, okay? And I don't know, man. It's a mindset. But I love you, and I know you're probably going to be pissed at me, but I'm not your friend. If I tell you, just keep sitting home. Unless you got a major disability, then I tell you, you do what you got to do. Pluto, 199 super chat, super sticker. Here we go, Pluto. We're revving up, man. Great to see you, Pluto. Shout out to California. How's your main job? How's your side job? How's your physical health and mental health? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the gracious tip. Keep showing up, and keep showing up. You overcome by showing up. And doers make mistakes, but doers get shit done. People who don't do shit play Minecraft. That's true. Now, you say, well, hold on. There's some people who play Minecraft that make money. There's some people that do YouTube that make money like me, but it's like less than 5% of YouTubers, less than 5% of people that play Minecraft. And even for those who make it, it's probably like me. It's not a main hustle. It's a side hustle. So I'm not saying don't go after your dream if your dream is to make money gaming, because I do think in a modern era, making money gaming is a possibility. So, but I tell you, I practice what I preach. Have a main job and do Minecraft as a side hustle. There's going to be some exceptions, like there's the exception of Michael Jordan, who got cut from the high school basketball team and then became the greatest basketball player of all time. But the averages are that if you got stimulus, you qualified as being a lower income person. Okay, and that means, that you are not making money playing Minecraft. Okay, you are getting subsidized by the federal government. Okay, and I can tell you this. Okay, at a certain point, you got to say to yourself, am I building my life in my house, or am I building my life in real life? And, again, that's the question everyone has to answer. And I can't build anyone else's life because I'm an individual. I got my own way I like to live. Everyone has their own way. So this is me expressing my feelings on a channel I built over 4 years. And so it's like, what I've learned is people who don't build shit, they want to tear down your shit, okay, because they ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do. So fuck it, well, let's go in there and cause havoc. Trolls are people with nothing to do, guys. People getting ass, people making money, they ain't trolling. It's like, I always laugh at when I got a couple trolls that try to comment on my looks. Guys, no good-looking people care what other people look like, okay? It's only ugly-ass people that care, okay? Because they want you to like them. So they want to tear you down because you don't like them. I don't like you. What I want to tell you is this. When you're building your life, you got no time to tear someone else's down, okay? But if you ain't building your shit, it's a disaster. All right, back to live comments. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, Andre, for welcoming Levis. Hal, I told them I want it. Good. And I will take it. Good. They said last week they were going to call me back. This week, I called them yesterday. And they still haven't called me back. I don't play box anymore. Yeah, like I said, you had 2 offers. I would be calling until I get an answer. I would show up. I always tell you, it's in a follow-up. You got to close the deal. No one's going to want the job more than you. You know what I mean? So you had 2 offers, one from Teterboro, one from Old Bridge. There's no way both of them are going to leave you hanging. You got to aggressively go after, show up to the office, show up to the Walmart. You know what I mean? Be like, that's what, that's the mindset. Now, again, that's my mindset. I'm not going to tell you I live, but I'm just saying on this channel, like me discussing it is like, that comes to a head. It's like, to me, it's like, what am I doing on my 12th month unemployed in my house? Nothing, you know? It's like, so I'm door dashing, I'm Uber, I'm Instacarting, I'm fucking Walmarting. I would fucking take this Xbox, I'll fucking throw it right out the fucking window, okay? And I'll fucking be going intense, okay? Now you say, whoa, Sam, that's what I would be doing, okay? Now, I'm not saying everyone should be like me, but what I'm trying to tell you is, if I'm being honest with you guys, you don't get shit done unless you get your energy up. Guys, people who take naps ain't getting shit done. They're going to destroy their life. If they're disabled, if they're elderly, let them take a nap, okay? But even then, they shouldn't nap too long. But any healthy, especially younger or middle-aged person should fucking be aggressively going after their life. If not, depression, anxiety, brokenness, okay? And just like, you're going to end up fucking with the wrong people. Because there's no way Hal or anyone listening that good, productive people want to hear that you're chilling, and not because they care. Like, I don't care what anyone does, but it's like, it's a different mindset. For me, it's like, Pluto, which, I'm in a mindset where the energy is at a certain level to keep me going, okay? And so when I hear someone like on a mindset, they're passive. I have no right to tell someone else how to live. But it's like those mindsets clash, and that's how friendships end. I had a friend like that. I got him a job in a union, good paying job, okay? The guy passively didn't really do anything, and I fucking put my name on the line. I spent almost a year and a half trying to get him the job, and then he fucking half-assed it, basically. I don't want to be around half-assers. I don't want to be around people, I'll wait for them to call me back. I don't DoorDash, I don't Uber, I don't Instacart, I Minecraft. For me, it reminds me of why I had certain friendships end. When I had an electrical contracting business, I was paying certain friends that had criminal records $25 an hour. Okay. And I kept telling them, well, get your license, do this, so you can do this. And like they were hard work, but it's like everything's passive. I'm not going to give them no more work. Because at a certain point, you're going to better your life, or you're not going to be part of my life. Because if someone's not going after their best life, there are a negative in your life. They're not a bad person. I think you're a great person. I think you got way talent. You're leaving a lot of talent on the table. And you just passively, nah, man. It's like, for me, I don't know, man. That's how I feel. And I understand, if you say, Sam, well, then our relationship is over. I'm unsubscribing, unmembering. I respect you. I respect you enough to tell you, just like guys, I had friends growing up. We were great friends. I love these people. But they had the same mindset towards work and life. And I have a different mindset. Doesn't mean my way is the highway, but it means that for me, you're either a doer or you're a napper. You either a follow-upper or you a fall-asleeper. It's like, it's either, you doing a side hustle with a main hustle, or you doing a stimulus hustle. It's like, and I'm not mad at the stimulus. I'm not mad at universal basic income. I want help for the disabled and the elderly but I'm saying after 12 months, I'm fucking like, what the fuck I'm after that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I feel. I love you, Hal. I know you're probably pissed. I love you. They told me I have it all. I have to do is my second interview. I thought you said you did your second interview. So I was waiting for them to call me back. Once they didn't call me yesterday, I called them and left a message. Now I'm waiting again. I hear you. Like I said, man, I don't know, why you're not DoorDashing, Instacarting, or Ubering. I don't, unless you don't have a car. And if you don't have a car, I don't know how you're going to get to the job. You're taking a public transfer. See, this is the thing. This is what happens. This is how my friendships start. Because, now you feel like I'm terrorizing you or interrogating you like family, like your ex-girl, whoever, and you get pissed at me. And I understand it. But, I cannot be, I wouldn't be your friend if that's how I feel. It's like, I don't know. But I don't want you to have to hear my shit because you're your own man. Like I said, I think highly of you. And that's why I'm not going to say, fuck it. Hold on, let me approve some comments. Let me approve some comments. I'm sorry, someone got caught in the algorithm. I'm approving all comments now for all my members. Then we're going to go back to live chats. Pluto, main job and side hustle 1, DoorDash is good. Side hustle 2, insurance is slow. Okay, well, that's why we have multiple hustles. One day at a time. That's the correct answer. Self-care. Oh, yeah. Self-control. Definitely. Time management. Pluto, fire emoji to you. Oh, Jersey Life Lynn. Good evening, Jersey Life Lynn. Everyone say hello to Lynn. Living her best life in New Jersey. It's Lynn. The good news is, even though New Jersey's a little disaster, it is 2 days until spring. March 20th is spring. You got an extra hour of sunlight, and slowly but surely it's going to get warmer. Now, I know it's not the tropics, but let's take a positive when we can take it. I'm proud of you. How is your renovation going? Because I've been looking for an update on your renovation videos, and I was like, I wonder if she's going to do that one. And how do you feel? Lynn, let me tell you something, Lynn. I hope you're still in here. I was watching your videos. I didn't want to comment on your videos because I saw like, you do your videos with you and your husband, and I'm intense. So I said, I'm not going to comment because I'm going to show respect. But I want to know your opinion. If you want to share, I don't know if your husband's watching in the background. I want to know because I saw your body language, Lynn. Guys and girls, body language is 80% of the conversation. Never forget. So, Lynn, Charles, what's up, man? $4.99 super chat. Thanks for the job advice earlier this week, brother. Well, Charles, you know what it is. You did it because it's your life to build, explore, and survive. That's the meaning of life. Build, explore, and survive. So, love to you, man. Thank you for that gracious tip. And keep going after your best life. Because if you don't go after it, you may survive, but you damn sure ain't going to build and explore. You're going to just survive, So like I always tell you guys, I don't want to get by, I want to get ahead. Not because I want to build a multi-million-dollar mansion, but that's what you want to do with your money. I'm not mad at you. It's for me, there's an energy getting ahead. There's an energy. Surviving is passive, and it's like you're more vulnerable to depression, anxiety, and just mediocrity as far as your energy level. And I'm not talking about being rich per se. It's just a mindset of making the most of each day. It just makes your life easier to get through, at least for me. But I want to speak on Jersey Lynn. She's a great member. She got a great channel. You guys should check it out. Very great channel. Great. She got a great temperament. You guys know I'm intense. I piss people off. People get mad at me. They throw shit at me. But Lynn's got this great channel. She's from the Philippines. She married an American guy. She shares all this on her channel. She's very honest. And one of her latest videos, like 2 videos ago, her husband, who's retired, he wants to go to the Philippines where she's from, because he wants to live a little bit cheaper and he wants to live like a simple life. And I'm looking at Lynn during the video. Lynn didn't say much, but I saw her facial expressions, her body language. Okay. And she was like, for me, I don't want to speak for you though. I want to know what your thoughts are about leaving America and then going back to the Philippines. I would love your thoughts. I would love, for you to share. But Lynn was like, I don't know. I don't want to speak for you. But, for me, it's like growing up, in the ghetto. Like I was telling you, Jay-Z didn't retire in Marcy. Why? Because you want to do better to get the fuck out of Dodge. It's like, yeah. Guys, look around. Jay-Z's he's in Hollywood. He's in L.A. Beyonce. And so, to me, yeah, you go back, give out turkeys on Thanksgiving, do a charity thing, but you fucking live in a better environment, okay? And so, to me, it's like same thing with a third world country. I didn't bust my ass to get to America to go back to the Philippines. Now, unless you're going to live rich, I know a couple Indian chicks, they would go back to India because they had servants. And I told you, I knew this one Nigerian guy. He did good for himself in America, but he's going back to Nigeria because he wants to have servants. I don't know. That's not my style. Okay. My style, is just live by the beach and live in a first world country. Because I think, in my opinion, if you can't make it here, you can't make it nowhere. I seen a guy on YouTube talking about, he went to the Philippines and he's like pimping girls. He's like, I went to the Philippines because why would I stay in America and live on welfare? And I'm saying to myself, well, one is if you don't have a disability, why would you stay on welfare anyway? You know what I mean? It's like, do you have to go to the Philippines to live a better life? No, he's not doing anything in the Philippines. All he's doing is marketing, getting with girls. I'm like, yo, you're not doing nothing, So I think that's a scam, man. Now, again, if you wanted to go back and, like, if you were from there, Like, that's why Lynn may be an exception. Like, if you from there and you got family, maybe. But if you don't have family and stuff, I don't know. But, and because that's big in the van life community. There's some people, they want to go to a different country that has a currency exchange rate that they have more money in that country than in this country if they take their US dollars. But it's like, I don't know, man. To me, again, if you can't make it in America, in my opinion, you can't make it anywhere. You know, and it's like, you know, you're going to build your life on unhealthy things, man. So the other thing that I had saw was, well, I don't know. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not sure about the other thing. All right, let's go back to live comments. Levis, if the only thing people have to complain about with me is my looks, I must be doing good. Well, yeah, fuck them. You know, again, if someone don't like your looks, that's on them. Now, if you don't like your looks, that's on you. Now, if you ain't taking care of yourself, that's on you. You know, like, you know, some of us have certain DNA, you know, we're never going to be something we're not, okay, unless you get plastic surgery. Am I against plastic surgery? No, not necessarily. I mean, if you had a major deformity, I would be for it. But there's certain people that get plastic surgery, they don't know when to stop. So I'm against that. You got to be very careful. So, but I am not for total lack of self-care. Meaning that if someone doesn't, you know, look, I have people I love that don't take care of themselves. You know, they don't go to the gym, they don't eat healthy. You know, my mom, I love her. But I'm just saying, I've also know that there's a higher level of depression and a rut, and I'm not living that life. So, you know, to each their own. Everyone has their own way to live. But for me, I know as you get older, look, you're going to get a little, you know, you get a little bit fatter, you get a little bit older looking, you get a little bit lethargic, but you can still be in decent shape. You know, to me, the vanity is one thing, you know, but the health is another. It's not about trying to impress no one because I'm single for life. For me, it's I want to feel good about myself, okay? I want to feel good about myself. And that's part of building, exploring, and survive. See, you can survive on not work. You know, I don't even think, you know, for most people, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to sweat. You don't have to work out. You could survive probably to the average life expectancy, 80 years old. Okay. But, you know, it's like, it's going to be like, ugh. Like when I don't go to the gym for 3 days, I feel like a blob of shit. Okay. So for me, okay, this for me, guys. Okay. This is the channel I built by the grace of God and through help of others. But what I want to tell you is this. I'm sweating my ass off right now. I feel alive. There's some people, they haven't sweated in a long time and they look dead. Okay. They look like the corpse. Okay. You know, you're like, oh my God, you know, is this person alive? And they taking naps and shit. You know, it's like, it's crazy. Okay. You know, let's take hydration break. Pluto. I was so lazy in my past, but then had to quit the young Pluto inside me. And wake up. There you go. Yeah, you gotta wake up. Wake up and savage Pluto the man. There you go. And I will never give up and reach my highest potential, God willing, one day at a time, all caps, I'm 100. You know, look, guys, again, it's just about living your best life and less suffering. That's it. But in another benefit of it will be there's no way you show up consistently. There's no way you do more stuff. And even though you're going to have failure, over time, you're still going to end up somewhat better over a long period of time. So, you know, it's like, you know, a body in motion stays in motion, you know, and someone who does shit tends to make more money than someone who don't do shit. Charles, thank you again, brother. Pluto, and Hal, I can relate to the back and shoulder pain. Did I miss a comment about back and shoulder pain? Oh, all right. Pluto says, I can relate to the back and shoulder pain. I don't want to start talking pain medication, though, Pluto. One day at a time at Hal. Work is good, brother. It gives dignity. You got this, brother. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people say that, and I kind of like, I smirk it a little bit, because I'm not trying to give, you know, work gives money, but mainly it gives you something to do. Now, I'm not saying, though, you should work just to have something to do. I'm saying you should do something, get money, and then over time, find out what you like to do more and do that and try to make money doing it. And that takes time and trial and error. It's like, guys, you and girls, if you work out, no one wants to work out. No one wants to work out. But after you get done working out, or once you start sweating, you get ideas, you get energy, you get passion. It's the same thing with work. Like, after you do it for a period of time, you get direct deposits, you meet people, and you kind of find out what you like and what you don't like. Now, for most people, for some people, like I said, I got them in my own family, and their life shows it, okay? So what I can tell you is, you can survive by not working. In a first world country, you do not have to work. You'll never starve to death. You'll get subsidized housing, you'll get food stamps, etc. You'll survive. But you're never going to do the other two parts of life. You're never going to build and explore. You'll be just surviving. And those people are survivalists. They get canned goods, they go in the middle of nowhere, they find the cheapest land in the godforsaken barren country, even in America, okay? And they fucking hide their life away, okay? And their mental health is shit, their comments are shit, okay? I don't even know how they get internet in the middle of nowhere, okay? So, this is my opinion off the channel I built, okay? Because when you do stuff, you build stuff, okay? When you don't do shit, you tear your life down. So let's continue. Hal, thanks, Pluto. I am pushing forward every day. Living in this Dodge is not my lifetime goal or even a goal. Life put me here. Thank you, God. Thank God I'm doing Instacart. Hal, you missed my 2 comments. No worries. I'm sorry, brother. Let me go back because I know how to approve some. Oh, and I missed Jesse's comment too. I'm sorry about that. Let me go back. I apologize. Hal, I've been doing Instacart every day to keep myself busy, waiting for a real job to get back to me. I look every day. I will not be a bum and sit on my ass. I will always be looking for next income. And then Jesse, I need some of your intensity to get shit done. Well, hey, you got it inside you, Jesse. You're a smart person. You've been through enough. Like I say, guys, I may spark you or I may turn you off. A spark plug is either going to turn the engine or the engine's going to fail. There's some people I will not spark. Okay? I will entertain and their engine will just fail. Okay? So I know life. I've been through enough. I do not expect everyone to get something out of me. Some people just want to laugh and they want a bedtime story. That's it. Okay? But I'm never going to preach the message for the bedtime story because I know how to do nice videos and just soft tone and kiss, and be nice to everyone. I'll probably get more members, everything. But that's not how I want to live. So I've learned through my experiences of life of doing different shit, ministry, nonprofit, helping other people get a job, employing other people, that I cannot expect them to do maybe what I think they should do. But at the same time, I don't have to tolerate it in my life. I don't have to agree with it, and I don't have to be friends with it. Because I think, guys, just like I think intensity rubs off on you, I think apathy runs off on you. Apathy is just being a lazy, indifferent motherfucker, okay? Like, they're just looking for a laugh. They just want to smoke weed and watch Friday and play Minecraft, So that doesn't excite me, okay? Moneybag excites me. Passion, sweating, Florida, doing something that, makes you tick. Managing your time, look, the feeling after a workout. The feeling being true to what's in my soul, but you only find what's in your soul through building and exploring. You think you can find your soul by taking a nap? Fuck no, man. I don't know anyone that woke up after a nap and said, you know what? I'm fucking inspired to do something. Hell no. Hell no. What time is it? What day is it? That's what they say. Yeah, after a nap. What time is it? Did I miss my time? Oh my God, that's what they say after a nap. Yeah, they're refreshed. So, look, guys, have I always been like this? No. I've learned through failure and through trial and error, through building and exploring and failing and getting back up and grace of God, etc. So, I don't know, man. Some people want to share their life, some people don't. Like I tell you, YouTube's a tough thing. Like, I don't know if Lynn's going to comment. But I don't know, man. I got to be me, so everyone's different. I hope I read all the comments. Adam, I sold over, oh, that's great, man. 2,200 in groceries today. That's awesome. What do you have, like a wholesale business on groceries? Oh, $5 super chat. Thanafo. I hope I said that name right. You mentioned before that you spend like $50 a day on food. If you had the sacrifice, what's the cheapest you'll spend? I would say 20. Look, if I had no choice, I live bare bone. When I lost 200 pounds, I was eating about 1,000 calories a day when I lived in a house. Okay, so I was probably spending less. I was probably spending about $10 a day in food. Okay, so if I probably really needed to, I would say $10 a day minimum. Now I had some psychopath, he said he was spending $5 a day. Maybe, I think bare minimum 10. Okay, I think a decent day, because your health is I think you need $20, $25. Okay, $30 and above is above average. Okay, but I would say you probably want to be around $20, $25. The cheapest I would go is $10 for your food and drink. But again, it's like, and thank you for the tip. That's emergency mode. Like I always tell you guys and girls, you may be in those points in life. I've been in emergency mode where you're desperate and you got to do what you got to do, but you should never live that life for months on end. It's like not if you have your physical and mental abilities. Again, if you're disabled, if you're a senior, different story. But if you have the ability to go on YouTube, to be consistent, to show up on YouTube, whether to be a consumer or a creator, you have some level of IQ. You know how to create a profile. You know how to come in every night. You know how to do something. Okay? So you have to redirect your energy, manage your time, and you can easily, on DoorDash or Instacart, make $100 a day. If you did DoorDash or Instacart, you make $100 a day in a decent area. There's no way. If not, I've met people like that don't do that. They sit in front of their storage unit and they reject almost all offers. Reject. And they only accept like the best look or once in a while when they feel like it. If you accept every fucking offer, okay, who gives a fuck if it's $2, $3? You ain't doing shit. You're broke and you're desperate. You're living in your car because you got that apathetic mind of reject, accept, do, build, explore. Okay. But see, that's a different mindset. So I'm not going to give you like this great speech that all of poverty is mindset. Not necessarily, but a big part of it is. Because it damn sure ain't just opportunity. Because I grew up in a household, I went to the same public schools, I had the same opportunities as other people in my household, and it's a different result. Some of it's mindset. Okay. Now, some of it's God-given, some of it's self-development. Like I say, there's people here, they got opportunities, but they don't go after it. Okay. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So fuck it. I don't know. How cheap can you live? Hey, look, when you got no choice, you got no choice. But you have to ask yourself, do you have a choice? Okay. See, in a first world country, if you got your physical and mental ability, most people have a choice. But they're fucking with people that also live their life like they don't got no choice. And it's a fucking shit show. Okay. It's a subsidized hotel where everyone curses at each other. And when you walk in front of their door, oh, get away from my house. That's what it is. Okay. And it's a shithole. Okay. And so what I can tell you is this: if you're broke and you got a storage unit, never ask how much someone, I'm not talking about you, but if someone's broke and they got a storage unit, it's their mindset. Okay. It's their mindset. And they're going to be broke their whole fucking life. Okay. That's how it is. Okay. If someone is dating a drug addict and they're not working and they're blaming the drug addict, it's a mindset. It's always going to be like that. Okay. Because they're looking for someone worse than them so they can control them. They don't want to control themselves. Okay. So the goal in life is not how cheap can I live, even though I've kind of did that, but I did that to kind of build up other parts of my life. I said for me as a single person with no kids, I don't want to build a house. Even though I had a house, I renovated it, I built it. It was taking my energy, my time, and resources. And as a middle-aged man, after my dog died, I said, why am I building this? I could be building side hustles. I could be building my new life in Florida. And that's what I did. And I'm still working on that. It's not done. Okay. So it's never done. Okay. Until you're done. Okay. Until but you're never going to get there without sweat. You see the sweat all on my shit right here? See, sweat is offensive for someone who just woke up from a fucking cold shower nap. Okay. And what I can tell you is this: I didn't start the live feed sweating, because you don't start anything with that level of intensity. You work into it. But that's why you do stuff, That's the meaning of life, to build and explore so you can find, and do and create and live. And even if we all end up in the grave, which we all are, at least you had less suffering. Because everyone I know who doesn't do shit suffers more. They're broker, but even beyond broke, even if they had money, they're broker mentally, they're broker emotionally, they're broker every fucking way. They're in poverty without even talking about money. Okay. And so I think that anyone that doesn't have a physical or mental disability, you should be able to make $2,000 a month. That's about $15 to $18 an hour. And you can make that doing DoorDash, Instacart, Walmart, whatever. Like I said, Howard got offered $23 an hour. I will fucking be hounding them. Get me in this fucking door. You know what I mean? So it's like, but again, it's like, for me, it's there. But some people say, well, I want to, there's a guy I watch on YouTube. He lives in his van. Okay. He's great with mechanics, but he's lazy as fuck. Okay. And he always bitching and moaning. Okay. And I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe he's got a mental disability. I don't understand it. So not my job to figure out everyone's life. All I can tell you is this, that in times of emergency, live as cheap as possible. Or when you're building something and you want to cut your expenses to take more risk in other ways, good. But never sacrifice your health care and never sacrifice your ability to make money because you want to live lazy. Okay, good job. Back to live comments. Oh, Wendy, I thought I lost you, Wendy. I thought after the skydiving controversy, I lost you. You're a fighter. That's what I like to see. Fight your ass. That's what I like to see. I hope I didn't lose Jersey Lynn. Jersey Lynn, I love you. But I understand. I hope I didn't hurt you. But I'm curious to know what you think. Maybe you can't share. See, that's the thing. When you're married, and that's the thing. I don't know, like some people, I don't know if they can watch me with their spouse there. Because I talk wild. And their spouse, like, oh shit, what's he talking? I don't know, man. So that's I don't know. I always tell you guys, you should watch like in a separate room with your earbuds in, because I don't know. All right, let's go back live comments. I hope I'm reading everyone's comment. David, what's up, David? David's delivering. He goes, most people are lazy. That's why I hate working with the public. Well, I hear you, and I used to be lazy we all have had our moments of laziness, but you got to grow out of them. And two is, I celebrate laziness because that's what makes you stand out. David, every time you see a lazy person, thank God, because that allows you to make more money. All right? Because every lazy person is basically like, coach, don't put me in. I want to sit on the bench. Like, that's how I've learned to look at life. Like, I don't resent anyone. And again, I want social programs. I love the fact that we live in a first world country where, look, we take care of people either who can't take care of themselves or who just want to do nothing. I don't care. And I've looked at it as a mature man. Like, for me, every person that says, coach, take me out the game, put me in. Okay? So, because I played sports, and sometimes I sit on the bench and sometimes I played. Okay. And for me, I enjoy playing. Okay. And I always wanted to get on the field, on the court. And I remember one time in high school, I was playing, and we were like at the end of the season, and I wasn't great, but I had tenacity, and this was in freshman year, and we were at the end of the season. I had played, pretty much the whole season consistently, and the last game, the bench players were supposed to play because they spent the whole season on the bench. So I was like, hell yeah, let them play, man. I played, I'm good. But we found out, like, the fucking head coach, he's a trumper too. He's a piece of shit. I remember this guy. I'm not going to say nothing. But this guy, he was a real narcissist asshole. I shouldn't say narcissist, he's just asshole. So this guy decides, for whatever reason, he's not going to let the people that didn't play all season, he's not going to let them play. He's gonna bring down, like, I don't know, like JVers or other people and let them play for whatever reason. Just fucking psych. This guy's an asshole. So, like, everyone's upset. Now, even the coach of the freshman squad was upset. But you know what he did? He didn't do shit. Why? because he couldn't lose his job. He was living, he didn't have the money. So he was like, I can't say nothing. He's like, but I'm telling you, this ain't right. He told us all. So I go, into the varsity practice or whatever the fuck it was. And I approached the coach. And I'm like, I don't know. He said something. He's like, well, who has a problem with it? I said, well, I have a problem with it. Why aren't the bench players allowed to play? This is the last game of the season. And we had gotten into a little thing. And he was like, well, Sam, what you upset for? You played. I said, yeah, but now it's time for them to play. Okay. And I looked back and everyone else was dead fucking quiet. Okay. Now I'm still glad I spoke up, because I felt that was the right thing. And that was the grace of God gave me the strength to do it. And then it fucked me with this guy too, because then he had it out for me and shit. He was a fucking asshole. But I realized that one is certain people ain't gonna speak up for themselves. And that's why I'm still glad I spoke up. But I also realized certain people don't give a fuck. I'm not going to say nothing. Fuck it. And I said, damn, I'm more intense, about someone else playing that didn't play, and I played. I got no reason to be intense, okay? But I felt it was the right thing, and so I'm glad I was intense. But what I'm sharing with you tonight is you got two options, okay? Either you want to play on the field or you want to play Minecraft, okay? Okay? Either you want to add a filter to your Instagram with bunny ears, or you know what? You want to deactivate your Instagram because you ain't getting paid shit. Okay? And you want to go out there, okay? And you want to work on your self-confidence, okay? Now, if you're a girl that went to church and now you're a bikini model on Instagram and you're monetizing it, keep making your money. But most of you ain't, okay? So, what I want to tell you is this. I'm sweating my ass off, and I'm not playing Minecraft, okay? I'm in a fucking all-night gas station, okay? Some of you are in your comfort of your house, okay? And I don't know how much you spent on food. I don't know how much time you spent gaming. I don't know if you took a nap today. I don't know if you played Minecraft today. But the meaning of life is to build, explore, and survive. And I think everybody is trying to figure out how to survive, number one, because that's like the basic, right? You got to survive this shit, okay? But after you get out of, or when you're in survival mode, you're in emergency mode. But if you stay there and you never get to the next mode of build and explore, guys, you might as well fucking just sit in the bench your whole life. You just stay in Jersey or stay wherever you're at, stay unemployed, fuck it, sit on the bench, fuck it. Some people rather sit on the bench. I learned that, I shared the lesson. Okay. And some people rather just be the psychopath in the stands. Like once in a while we get a troll in here, and it's like they're the person who would run across the football field like butt naked, like just on some psychopath shit. Like, why are they doing that? Like some people say, why super chat you just to talk nasty? They're psycho. I'm playing basketball. They do a parachute onto the field. They're on some crazy shit. Okay. So I don't know. All I know is, like if the psychopath parachutes down on the field, get security to tase their ass and let's get back on this court. Okay. Block them and let's go. Okay. Keep showing up. All right, let's take out your speaker. Adam, all their food is frozen food. What on your food hustle? You're selling frozen food? Is that what you mean? Wendy's, great to see you. Good to see you got a fighter spirit in you. Jersey Lynn, still listening. Jersey Lynn, I love you. I'm proud of you and your husband. I respect you both. And I understand that, you guys are in this, you guys are in an interesting time period because you're like an empty nester. I know you don't show your daughter on your videos too much, but I think she's probably around 18 from what I could tell. And so now you and your husband are trying to figure out what's our next thing that we do. What do we build? What do we explore? And I know you're keeping yourself busy, like building some renovations, but I know you want to explore. And it seems like your husband wants to do something different too. He's tired of the stress. That's a good thing. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, because I thought about that too with your video. Like, if you go to the Philippines, is your daughter going to stay here? I don't think a mother would be able to do that. Now, maybe you would, and I would give you credit. I mean, I understand either way. In my experience in life of having a mother and of dating MILFs, in the 50s, the MILFs, they wanted their life back. They wanted, they sacrificed for their kids. Now they want to live for them. But there's two obstacles. One is if they're in a relationship, they still got to compromise. And two is, even though they want to dress up again, they want to go out again, they want to live la vida loca again, they're still connected very heavily to their children. And they may go on a vacation, but most mothers, are not going to stay on a vacation or go live in another part of the world. They're going to want to be close to their children or their grandchildren. Now, there's some exceptions. So, Jersey Lynn, I'm watching. I'm watching very closely to see what you guys decide. Wendy, thank you again, 100 emoji. And sunglass face. No napping here, Sam, all right? We're going to take a nap test every night. I'm going to say, who took a nap today? Who didn't take a nap? Okay. Who sweat today? Did anyone in the live chat sweat today? Or am I the only one? I want to know. I want to know tonight. Yeah. Sometimes a good sweat will refocus you. Like I say, there's a lot of times in life where you don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, go for a walk, go do something. That's exploring and building your health. And when you take the first step, you see the next step, Like Martin Luther King said, faith is taking the first step without seeing the entire staircase. Now, but if you never take the first step, guys, you just lay down in the basement. You don't go up any staircase, so there's plenty of people that do that. I don't understand why. Some of it may be mentally, some of it may be just something in different people. And I've looked at my life, and there's been times I've been immature and even a little bit lethargic. I've always done stuff, so I can't say lazy. But, when I've come home from work at times, like in my younger days, I remember being a couch potato. Mainly when I had my dog and stuff. I was in a season of life just, doing that, vegging out. But, I was still working, so I don't know. It's like everyone has their own mindset. So, everyone's going to define their life differently. Okay. What means something to them? What offends them? What inspires them? Okay. What motivates them? What makes them do? What makes them sleep? I don't have all the answers for everyone, guys. I don't. I don't try to anymore. I just try to express how I honestly feel. Some are my opinions. Some I think are pretty factual. Some are my experiences, and some are my observations. And as I was building this channel, going live tonight, like I go live every night, because if you're not consistent, you ain't getting shit done. I was looking for inspiration or some type of subject to talk about, because you have to structure your creativity. So I was looking on trending topics, and all the trending topics were around Minecraft. And I've heard of Minecraft, and I knew it was a video game, but I Googled, what is the meaning of Minecraft? And it said, to build, explore, and survive. And Minecraft is basically like a virtual life. Okay. And it's amazing to me that there's such an intensity for some of these people who are in Minecraft to build this virtual life, but there's such an apathy, such a laziness about their regular life. Now, maybe it's because they butt ugly, okay, because a lot of people playing Minecraft, they butt ugly, I ain't gonna lie about that. Maybe it's because they're, I don't know, everyone has a different way. Maybe it's just because they fell into this algorithm. Like I said, there's an algorithm of poverty. There's an algorithm of addiction. Like I say, guys, if you don't manage your time, I don't know what you'll be addicted to, but you'll be addicted to something unhealthy. Okay. If you don't structure your day, I don't know what you'll do, but you ain't gonna make money. So I can tell you an algorithm for poverty, for addiction. Now, some of it is, there are some DNA factors, right? But DNA ain't everything. I mean, some of it is decisions, okay? So, it's like you got to decide, Marcel, what's up, man? Shout out to the UK. I'm here, Sam. In the background, I appreciate you leaving a comment, man. I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Marcel. Adam, I work 12 hours a day. I don't have time for naps. Well, there you go. And I'm fair. There's times I work that much a day. And I don't think, you need to work that much a day all the time. There may be a season of your life where you're building a career. Then you need to do it. Or you're building a side hustle. Then you need to do it. And even if you're retired, again, or if you're on some type of government assistance, you still have to do something. Okay? And it should be something productive, something creative. Because it's like what happens is eventually, if you don't do something productive and creative, you don't do anything. And then someone asks you, well, what you been doing all day? And you basically say, well, nothing. And then they get upset, then you get upset because you get offended. And then the only people you hang out with is other people who ain't doing nothing. So then that's the algorithm of poverty. Yeah. That's like Nas said, you in your second childhood, breaking your mom's furniture, watching Comic View. Like I said, guys, there's a lot of people living in their car because their decisions led them there and their decisions keep them there. Because in a first world country, if you ain't got disability and if you don't want to live in your car, you shouldn't be there. But if you're hiding because you don't want to do anything, you can stay there. Okay. So there's algorithms, guys. There's decisions that lead to other decisions. Okay. There's friendships that lead to certain activities. There's association that breeds energy, bad and good. Okay. And there's no way that a productive person and an unproductive person will be friends for a long period of time. There's no way that you would be friends, even though you may love them, with someone who has an addiction and you don't want to go through, you don't want to be around that toxic thing, whether you're trying to stay away from it or you just don't want to be around it. I don't know anyone that will subject themselves to having a relationship with someone who's addicted only if they themselves were doing something wrong and they wanted to keep that person in their life to act like they're better than them and control them. Well, I'm not as bad as them. It's their fault. It's their fault. So I've seen that. Okay. And I still see that. Okay. And, look, like I say, I'm just looking, through my windows in life and sharing with you. Marcel. I liked Minecraft when I was 12. Really enjoyed the message yesterday. Thank you, brother. Oh, Wendy. Wendy. No, it was Marcel. Okay. Yeah, well, again, I love video games in my teens. They were a blessing. I love them in my 20s, even very early 30s. But again, once I got into my 30s, I said, I got to get my health together. I got to get my life, my work was together, but I was in debt. I got to get my life together. And I focused and I reinvented myself. And that's what we have to do as we mature. Now, does everyone do that? No. Will you be friends? If you're trying to improve your life and someone's not putting any effort into your life, will you be friends? No. Because eventually people get offended and it's two different directions. You can't just can't do it. Wendy, I'm going to read Who Moved My Cheese. Good. It's a great book. It's only about 50 or so pages and it's a great book. Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. #1 book I recommend people read. It's all about adapting. I really enjoyed the message yesterday. Well, thank you both. I appreciate that. Thank you. Marcel was saying that now he plays chess. Yeah, look, there's a time for everything under the sun. There's a time for relaxation. There's a time for productivity. There's a time for pleasure. There's a time for everything, But you have to manage that time. And you're not going to want to do certain things. You're not going to want to go to the gym in the morning. You're not going to want to wake up early. But you're always going to feel better if you wake up early. You're always going to feel better if you go to the gym. You're always going to feel better if you do. You're always going to feel worse if you don't. You're always going to be up late if you don't. You're always going to mess up your sleep schedule if you nap. You're always going to be broke if you don't do. So there's algorithms. There's decisions that lead to other decisions. And you have to decide how you are going to live your life. Because like the message last night, I guess I touched the chord. Yeah, when you're single, you get to decide more. But even if you're married, you still decide certain things of your life. And if you're single, then there's no excuse. There's more responsibility. You got to make it or break it. Sometimes, like people hide in a relationship. Well, I'm not doing this because of them. And sometimes that's true. Relationships are tough, man. That's why I do believe stay single. But some people would not do good to be single. They need to be in a relationship. So all I know is if you are in a relationship and the two people in a relationship have a different meaning of life, then you don't stay in that relationship. Because, like, if you want to build and explore and they want to nap and whatever, it's like there's going to be a friction. Because eventually you're like, all right, let's go do it. And they're like, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do this. And that's what eventually happens in most relationships, because, people grow apart and life changes. And especially when there's big age gaps. I always tell you guys, one thing I learned too, dating older women, and even like, I don't know if I ever did someone that younger than me, even though I did young. Whenever there's more than 10 years or more of age, that's going to be tough to overcome, because, when I was 30, I dated a girl that was 49, just about 50. So that was about, 19 years. So, like, we vibed and we got it. But there was something in her head that also, she was like, well, as I get closer to 60, you're going to look at me different. I'm going to be different. And she was right. It's a part of life. So once you get more than 10 years older or younger, the age gap is very hard to overcome. Doran, $2 super chat. Appreciate the chat. Gratitude, not entitlement. Gratitude, not entitlement. Thank God for your tip. Thank God I showed up, and I'm thankful. I appreciate that. Jersey Lynn, Sam, I enjoyed your beach video playlist. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lynn. David, no naps today. Been working morning stop. Well, there you go, brother. Now you're going to sleep like a baby tonight. And that's the value of waking up early and being productive all day. You're not going to have a problem sleeping. I go to sleep like a baby, and I live in a car in a fucking hot-ass Florida, okay? I'm sweating my ass off, okay? But I'm going to go take a shower, okay? And I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to floss my teeth, okay? And if you're trying to get with girls, guys, you better have good dental hygiene, okay? So, Doran, thank you again, Doran. Again, guys, everyone has a different way to look at life. And there's no answer to some things, but figure out how you want to live and go after it. Because I remember telling the guy in New Jersey, he was like, well, Sam, you're really making decisions to change your life, selling your house, you're doing this, and I said, look, if I don't go after what I want, it's not going to just happen. It's like, it's not going to just happen. I got to do it. So, Charles, for some people, they need a relationship. Now, that's true, because they need someone to push them. That's true, because all they do is play Minecraft. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, there's some people like that too. But I have a couple friends, they're in a good, they're happy. They actually, I will say, there's a certain percentage of people, small percentage in my opinion, they do good in a relationship and they actually have a healthy relationship. It's rare, but it's out there. However, I do agree with your statement that most relationships are that, I think they're a burden more than a blessing. However, look, again, being single is for me, but it's not for everyone. And it does have downside. So, everyone's going to have to figure that out, for themselves, and even though I preach singleness and I like it, you guys know what I mean above that. I mean, be honest with yourself. If you're in an unhealthy situation, you got to get out of it. It's going to cause mayhem, okay? Whether it's a divorce, a breakup, or whatever, but you got to do it. Why? Because you're dying already, and you'll get over it. But, look, if you just need to work something out and you're in a good relationship, then work it out. Again, I can't figure out everyone's life. I don't want to. I don't want to play that game. I want to share my life as much as I can in the way I can. And everyone's going to have to do the rest of the work, because there's some parts of life that only you can discover. But you only discover them when you get going. Because I've never met anyone, including me, I've never met anyone who's been able to outthink depression. I've never met anyone who can outthink anxiety. I've never met anyone who can outthink unemployment. For certain things in life, you do the research, but then you do. And then, yeah, you'll fail, but you'll figure it out, okay? Because if you mind fuck life, you're Minecrafting life, okay? You're in this fucking virtual world where your best life doesn't exist. Your life exists in this world, at least for about 80 years. Okay? So you better fucking figure out Do you want to pay state income tax? Do you want to sweat or do you want to hibernate? Okay. Do you want to be in the land of Latino MILFs? Okay. Or do you want to be in the land, okay, of pork roll, egg, and cheese? What type of life do you want? How much are you willing to go after it? How much are you willing to endure? Or do you really want to live the nomad life and then as soon as you sweat and there's no fan, there's no electricity, you say, oh shit. Look at me right now, guys. I'm basically in a third world country. Thank God, as soon as I end this live chat, I'm in a first world country in a gym, taking a shower with hot water. I never take cold showers. Never. Okay. And I'm going to put baby powder on my balls, and I'm going to sleep like a fucking baby because I've been up since 5 a.m. Okay. Never forget it. Journey with Jordan, what's up, man? Oh, Jose Perez, what's up, man? Been watching your videos. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Well, reciprocal love right back to you, Jose. God bless you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That was nice of you. Journey, what's up, my guy? ShopRite Greasy Soup Life. What a disaster, Journey. Shout out to Tennessee, man. Shout out to Dave Ramsey going through some drama, man. You see my Dave Ramsey drama? I got like 2,000 views on that shit, man. Charles, amen, says the Yacht Club. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, Charles. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, Charles. Good job on your work career, man. Yeah, Journey, man. What I can tell you is you changed your life, man. You did it. Okay. And I love New Jersey for the fact that it did give me a good career. It did give me good diversity. It gave me a lot. But there was also a point where it wasn't giving me what I need. So I didn't say, well, that's it. I'm quitting everything and going to Florida. No. I said, I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to keep my job. I'm going to sell my house. Okay. I'm going to take trips down to Florida. I'm going to research job transfers or new companies. I'm going to figure out side hustles so that I can sustain a life if I lose my job in a foreign land. Okay. And I'm going to figure it out through the grace of God and through hard work. Good job. Wendy, oh yeah, in the land of milk and money. Well, damn it, you talking my language. Even though I like almond milk or soy milk. Good job, Journey. Ramsey Solutions, yeah, is in trouble. They are, brother. They need me back in the parking lot. It all went downhill, man, when they kicked you out. Dave Ramsey is getting the wrath of the Lord. Okay, like Oprah said in The Color Purple, nothing is going to go right for you, Dave Ramsey, until you do right by me. Okay, so Journey, the Lord strucketh down Dave Ramsey. And he will only redeem him, okay, once he allows free boondocking with electrical hookups. Because I heard Dave Ramsey talking about it's not fair that he has an electrical charging station in his parking lot for the people who decide to drive electric cars, but where's the free gas for all the people who want a diesel car? So I said, Dave, relax. We're trying to keep the plan together. $1 $10 super chat. Number one fan. What I can tell you is this: thank you with gratitude. I can't believe you showed up. And I appreciate that very much. I appreciate it very much. Gratitude, Wendy. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Journey's laughing. Laughter's good for the soul. Well, thank you, guys and girls. And I hope my words do help you. I hope, I know they're a little bit rough sometimes. But look, guys, you know what it is. And girls, you know what it is. You know where I'm coming from. Those who know me. For those who don't, I know if you have to go your separate way, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame anyone for everything. I got to do me. You got to do you. And that's how life should be. And we keep going forward. All right. Thank you. Thank you for all the gracious super chats. Very nice of you. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to my newest member, Levis, Reed. And it was great to see some people who I don't normally see in the live chat tonight. Thank you again, Andre, for coming in. Adam, Levis, again, welcome. Pluto, man, thank you for your love. Howell, I love you, brother. Jersey Lynn, it was great to see you. And Jessie O, my first ever member, still a miracle she's with me. You'll get it done, Jesse, don't worry. Charles, man, thank you for all your love. Thanafo, thank you for the question, man. I appreciate the question. David Lopez working hard, doing his side business. Wendy came back strong. Thank you, Wendy. And Marcel, all the way from the UK, stayed up late. Doran, blessing, always watching me on the low. I appreciate that tip. Journey with Jordan, Tennessee, strong, man. Love to you, brother, and your family. And Jose, thank you, brother, for that gracious tip. And Charles and Wendy, thank you also. It was very nice of you. And hopefully I acknowledged everyone because I do appreciate it. Forgive me if I didn't. Keep pushing forward one day at a time, one step at a time. Peace.